Barca, Barca, Barca.
Hello, coolers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on some interesting updates. We are going to start with Erling Haaland, as Fabrizio Romano have given an update on his situation as to regards with Barcelona. Of course, the Italian journalist is trying to say that Barcelona have agreed to shell out his release clause in full and are trying to convince Haaland, through Xavi's rebuilding project. We are going to be discussing much on that as we move ahead. Secondly, talking about Ousmane Dembele, as this fresh report is claiming that Dembele's entourage have given a statement by saying that if Barcelona calls, then we are willing to negotiate. We are going to be discussing on that. Then lastly, talking on this report saying that Barcelona and Real Madrid are organizing a pre-season El Clasico in the USA. We are going to be discussing on that report as well. So guys, as we get right into it, please endeavor to subscribe if you haven't. If you are a supporter of FC Barcelona, give the video a like and also make sure to watch the video right up to the very end.
Barca, Barca, Barca.
Speaking on the Q Golazo podcast, Fabrizio Romano updated listeners about Erling Haaland's situation vis-a-vis Barcelona. He said that Barcelona have agreed to shell out his release clause in full, that is 75 million euros, and are trying to convince him through Xavi's rebuilding project. The move is supported by his agent Mino Raiola, but the club is not leading the race. In fact, Barca's overall economic proposal, which includes salary, bonuses, and commissions, is far from the best. They hope that Haaland will see the sporting side of the deal and the improvements the club has made over the last few months. Manchester City are quoted to be in the driver's seat for the Borussia Dortmund striker, and Real Madrid are not too far behind. But as it stands, these are the only three clubs left in Haaland's pursuit. While Barca are eyeing a move for Rafinha for their winger signing, a top striker remains their priority. If not Haaland, they will look at other players who can fill the boots in Xavi's new look setup. One of the players quoted with a switch is Robert Lewandowski. The Polish striker becomes a free agent in 2023 and will look to leave Bayern Munich by this summer, while club CEO Oliver Kahn has stated that Lewandowski will be staying for another year. It will not be surprising if the Bavarian Giants end up folding their cards so as to make a profit on the striker. So with Erling Haaland's case, Barcelona are still in the race. Fabrizio Romano have made that very clear, but Barca are not leading the race by any means. Of course, financial-wise, we are far behind because the commission that Man City have been promising, the signing bonus that Real Madrid and Man City are showing is far more than what Barcelona have offered. So financial-wise, there's no way we can beat those two clubs. That is why it's understandable that we are the least favorite to sign him. But when we look at the project, because Romano did said yesterday about Haaland's problem is not money, but Haaland will choose his club based on the project, based on how the team is, you know. And if that's the case, Barca can still have the upper hand there because we have been seeing some brilliant stuff from Xavi Hernandez. The project he is leading is very, very good. We see how Barca are coming back to their very best. And fair to say, Erling Haaland will be enjoying what he's saying at the moment. Talking about the El Clasico, which many people watch, I think Erling Haaland will see what Xavi have been talking about. Of course, Xavi did meet with him last month in Germany to explain the project as per many reports. And of course, Haaland, seeing the project, the promise, the young stars that we have, how the team is growing, Barca might just be the favorite in that aspect, but financial-wise, there's no way. Then on to the next story of discussion. Ousmane Dembele is playing at the peak of his powers. With 4 assists in his last 2 starts, the young Frenchman has rekindled his lost form, leading to the suggestion that he might continue at the Camp Nou beyond the ongoing season, which ends in June. Spanish news outlet Dario Sport says the player hasn't signed any contract with a foreign club as he is fully committed to Barca and its goal of finishing as high as possible. It's no secret that the player has offers from elsewhere, but he wants to wait until the end of the season to decide whether to continue or to finally give up on the Blaugrana Blue. On the pitch, he is well connected with Xavi Hernandez, but off it, the disparities regarding the contractual relationship remain. Hence, everything is on standby at the moment. The last time Barcelona and Dembele's entourage met was in January, and the negotiations broke down as the two parties were far off from each other's valuations. Amidst all this, his agent Moussa Sissoko has been the centerpiece of the actions. In January, Dembele's Barcelona future seemed to have crumbled like a house of cards, but thanks to his quality performances coupled with Xavi's treatment, Sissoko and his team remain open to discussion. They know that Dembele is happy and is enjoying the new lease of life there in Barca. But for anything to materialize, the players camp is expecting Barcelona to come up with a new and improved deal, something that hasn't arrived yet. Truth be told, Barcelona have essentially closed all doors to offer any improvement in offers. As mentioned by the club's vice president Rafa Yuster, the team wants someone from Dembele's camp to take the first step, meaning that what Sissoko is mumbling is essentially the same words as Barca's. With 100 days left on his current contract, it remains to be seen who eventually gives up on the ego and takes the first necessary step. Honestly speaking, this matter can drag on and on and on and on, and at the end of the day, there will be no resolution because the ego, the pride. Now, what is Moussa Sissoko trying to say? Barca, make the first move, then we'll negotiate. Rafael Justo, the vice president, said yesterday, no, Dembele's agent, they need to make the first move, then we'll talk. So all this is a matter of pride. That's just the truth. But I think the employee, Dembele's camp, must succumb to Barcelona. And I don't think it's the other way around, except otherwise. But honestly speaking, things are not looking any promising at all, at all. All this will just add more fuel to the fire because Barca will never make the first move. They will never listen to what Moussa Sissoko have just said. So fingers crossed, let's see how things unfold in the coming months. Then on to the final story of discussion. Real Madrid have dominated El Clasico for the past 2 seasons, winning 5 consecutive games over Barca, proving to the world that they were the better side. However, they got dethroned by Barcelona in a humiliating fashion on Sunday. Of course, Xavi's side scored 4 goals past Madrid in what was the 3rd Clasico of the season. Just 2 days after that big clash, there's already news about the next game between the two giants. According to reports from Marca, Barcelona and Real Madrid are closing in on an agreement for a pre-season Clasico in Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. The game will be part of the tournament between Barca, Real Juventus and AC Milan, which is expected to take place entirely in the USA. This is not the first attempt to bring the world's biggest football game to America. La Liga has tried several times to take its matches overseas, including El Clasico, but has failed to do so due to the Spanish Football Federation and FIFA's pressure. Moreover, Javier Tebas now realizes that it is impossible to take an official game between the Spanish giants across borders. When asked about the possibility last year, he said, to stage the Clasico in the United States would be more complicated. It's the game between the most important clubs in the world. I have to be honest, it's complex, but it does increase the opportunity to stage another official games there. This move not only provides fans of the two clubs in Central America with a special chance to watch their team live, but also opens the door for future tournaments in the US. So coolers, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Hope you did enjoy the video and also hope you did subscribe. If you haven't, please make sure to do so you always stay in touch with the latest on FC Barcelona here on Viva Barca. Until next time, bye bye.